Hey guys, I just thought of something really interesting as I'm cooking right now in my apartment, and I just had a workout session. Just did something light, some dumbbell raises, dumbbell curls, tricep extensions with a dumbbell, dumbbell presses, whatever. Just did a lot of different workouts. And the reason I made this video is I know whether it's workout goals or personal goals or just growth, relationships, whatever area you're looking to grow in. Like I said, physical, mental. Um, it just made me think 2020, the end of 2020 is coming up. It's what, October 27 today. Um, and it it's going to be November soon. So we have about 2 months before 2020 ends. And I know for a lot of people, well, basically for everybody, 2020 hasn't been a great year. I mean, starting from the forests in Australia, the forest fires in Australia, to coronavirus, to, I don't know if you guys are basketball or sport fans, Kobe Bryant's death, to other things that happened. Um, Living in the U.S., I know there was a lot of protests and shooting of unarmed black men. Um, so we all had a lot of reasons to not like 2020, including myself. But at the same time, I know every year is an interesting year. Um, and it just made me think how 2020 is ending and it's been a rough year, rough ride. But at the same time, I feel like we can end it out strong. And it just kind of gave me some motivation to make sure I finish 2020 out strong. And I feel me personally, even though 2020 was a rough year, it was a lot of growth for me. A lot of things happened that helped me grow personally. Some of them being me starting a new job. Um, I work in marketing and I do a lot of digital marketing stuff. So me starting a new job helped me to see things from a different perspective. Kind of helped me grow. I also actually run a digital marketing business. I don't know if you guys knew that, but kind of like I said, starting a new job showed me different ways I can also utilize those skills in my business. Um, and overall, I think 2020 just humbled, like to me personally, I feel like it was a humbling experience. I had a lot of ups and downs, and it kind of gave me like a different perspective on how to look at things. So I guess what I was trying to say for this video was for you guys as well. You can kind of look at how 2020 has been so far for you, but instead of looking at it, let's say, I mean, all the things that happened publicly or even personally for you guys, instead of looking at it as bad or good, kind of look at it as just lessons that you learn that you can kind of take into 2021. But the biggest point would be that 2020 is almost ending. So we have about 2 months. And the thing I noticed, like me personally, like I said, 2020 in general has kind of like showed me a different way of thinking and being more like humble. And what I mean by that is, like, let's say you take a loss, you take something, like publicly, you have an embarrassment or something that you feel like I'm too good to be doing this or looking like this. I feel like those moments that you take a loss, you learn a lot. Um, so with 2020, we have about 2 months to go. And this is something I always did, like I said, especially like I said, running a business. I noticed that I grow the best in my business and in my personal life when I don't care what anybody thinks. Obviously, I do YouTube creation. When I first started my YouTube channel, I really wanted to, and obviously you got to care about your audience, right? You got to make sure you please your audience because you're not gonna get any views, the point of having a channel is to grow it. But at the same time, you also have to stay true to who you are because there is no point of making material that you don't enjoy yourself. So it kind of made me to think, like sometimes I think 2 days ago, I wanted to see how many push-ups I can do. For example, that's a really good example. I was like, you know what? I think I can do about 70, 80 push-ups. I only did 40 push-ups, literally only did 40. And to me, I was kind of very disappointed in myself. But then that made me think like, you know what? I'm still going to post this video because like, I don't want my ego to get in the way of me. Like, like if I think I should be doing better, that doesn't mean I should hide the fact that I can't do what I thought I should do. So I decided to post a video of me just doing less push-ups than I thought I could do. But personally, to me, that's what I was kind of trying to get about at 2020. It's like a lot of us, especially myself, we just like to show our success. You know, we don't want to look bad ever. So we only do things that make us look good, post things that make us look good. But when you only look good, you never really grow. You have to be willing to put yourself in situations that might embarrass you, that might make you look bad, because that's where the growth is going to happen. So like, for example, I posted that video of me doing 40 push-ups. I thought I should have done at least 60, 70, something like around that. But the next day, like I think, yeah, today, this morning, I did push-ups again and I managed to do 50. I didn't post it, but for me, it was just a personal goal. I don't have to post every success I have, you know? So it's kind of something that I've been learning myself personally. Like I said, with even me running my business, initially, I wanted to get to start my business, and I was really excited. It started out really well. We had one client, and we had some other potential clients, but then it slowed down. You know, I started having issues, obviously with coronavirus happening. That played a part, but all of a sudden everything slowed down. I couldn't get any clients to do digital marketing for. I was having issues with communication with the clients. The client that we did have didn't really pay us like we thought they would. And me personally, I took pride in my business. I was like, you know, I'm very proud of what I do. And part of the reason I got into business was to show people that whatever your goals are, especially people coming from like where I come from, you know, I didn't come from, at least that's what I feel like. I didn't come from much, you know, came to the US as an immigrant, didn't really have the best like educational opportunities. So I kind of wanted to prove to people that it doesn't really matter where you come from, who you are, you can make anything happen. But at the same time, when my business started to struggle and it didn't take off like I thought it would, I was kind of embarrassed. I was like, you know what? I don't really want to tell people that I run a business. I don't really want to tell people that my goals, I kind of started backing up, you know, I'm like, I don't want to really tell people my goals of wanting to start a business, wanting it to be a big marketing business, that I have a lot of clients, that I'm growing, because the vision I had didn't really come true. So, but at the same time, that really made me think, you know, like I said, it kind of humbled me, made me look at things like, hey, you know what? I had a goal, I set it up. It didn't work out the way I thought it did, but I learned from it. Going into 2021, I'm going to push myself and learn from those experiences instead of trying to hide them and pretend like I never took a loss or never failed or never embarrassed myself or whatever. So that's basically what I was trying to say. For a lot of you guys, I know we all just like to look good and like make it seem like we never have failures and we have everything figured out. But you're never going to grow if you think you have everything figured out, or if you pretend you have everything figured out. If you really want to grow, you have to be willing to be embarrassed, be willing to take a loss in public. People make fun of you, people ridicule you, people tell you you're not going to do this. I mean, I'm not saying that it's right for people to say that. Obviously, you want to be around people that support you, but at the same time, I do feel like negative people and like things that you don't expect to go your way are beneficial for you at the same time, because it kind of shows you that not everything is always going to go your way. People are not always going to support you. And you're not going to be as good or as successful as you always think you're going to be. But instead of looking at it as a bad way, you can push yourself and learn from those experiences. So to finish this video off, I kind of talked a long time, but the biggest point I was trying to make is I have 2 months right now, a little more than 2 months, November and December. My goal to finish this 2020 year off, this is going to sound weird to some people, is to actually take more losses, to embarrass myself more, to fail more, to look bad in public eye and not be ashamed of it. Because to me, I feel like I grow when I don't care what people think. So if I want to do something, I don't want to be like, hey, what if I do this and I'm not successful at it? What are people going to say? What are my parents going to say? What are my friends gonna say? What is my siblings gonna say? But instead, I was like, the best way to look at it is, hey, you wanna start a business, go ahead, but fail at it. Be okay with the fact that you failed at it. You wanna travel the world, maybe you obviously don't be dumb and spend money that you don't have, but go do it. Maybe it's not gonna turn out the way you thought it would. Um, but whatever your goals are, this is the time that we have 2 months left. Go chase them. You might fail, but what better way for you to learn than to fail in these last 2 months? You don't have much to lose. It's not like you're going out the whole year and just um, being a disaster. You have 2 months to just kind of learn, fall, get back up, figure it out. And in 2021, start fresh from all the experiences, all the failures, and the successes, whatever, all the lessons you learned from 2020. So that's kind of my take on the last 2 months. I'm going to basically fail a lot, do stuff that I'm afraid to do, but I know I need to do because they're going to help me grow. And I hope you guys are feeling the same way because, like I said, if you are comfortable and you don't put yourself in situations where you might fail, you're never going to grow. So I hope you guys are on the same page with me. Let's finish 2020 off strong. Hopefully I get some comments and let me know what you guys think.